Let's talk about porn, baby. It's everywhere these days. From our smartphones to our laptops, it's just a click away. It's like that catchy song you can't get out of your head, but way more addictive. The constant accessibility makes it hard to resist. More and more people are finding themselves hooked. It's not just a personal issue, it's becoming a societal concern. It's a real problem, and it's time we address it head on. The impact on mental health is significant, leading to anxiety, depression, and even relationship issues. You're not alone if you're struggling with porn. Many people feel isolated, but the truth is, this is a widespread issue. Millions of people are right there with you. Support groups and therapy sessions are filled with individuals sharing similar experiences. It's like we're all trapped in this digital quicksand. The more we try to escape, the deeper we seem to sink. The good news is, there's a way out. Recovery is possible, and many have successfully broken free from this addiction. I'm here to tell you that you can break free from this addiction. It starts with acknowledging the problem and seeking help. It's time to take back control of your life. Set small, achievable goals and celebrate each victory, no matter how small. Let's ditch the porn and embrace a healthier, happier you. Are you ready? Let's do this thing. Together we can create a supportive community that encourages healthier habits and a brighter future. So, why do we watch porn in the first place? Well, it's complicated. There are many factors at play, and it's not just a simple matter of seeking pleasure. Our brains are wired to seek pleasure and avoid pain. This is a fundamental aspect of human nature, deeply rooted in our biology. Porn releases dopamine, the feel-good chemical, which makes us feel amazing for a little while. This rush of dopamine is similar to what we experience when we eat our favorite foods or achieve something significant. Then the cycle starts again. We find ourselves caught in a loop, constantly seeking that next hit of pleasure. We chase that high, but it takes more and more each time to get there. This is because our brains build a tolerance, requiring increased stimulation to achieve the same level of satisfaction. It's like eating a whole bag of chips and wondering why you feel sick. The initial pleasure is quickly overshadowed by feelings of regret and discomfort. Stress, loneliness, and boredom can also trigger us to turn to porn. These emotions create a void that we try to fill with temporary pleasures. It's a way to escape from reality for a bit. In those moments, it feels like a quick fix to our problems, a way to numb the discomfort. But just like that bag of chips, the good feelings are temporary. The satisfaction fades, leaving us with the same issues we started with, often compounded by feelings of guilt and shame. And the long-term consequences? Not so great. Over time, this habit can affect our mental health, relationships, and overall well-being. It's important to understand these dynamics if we want to break free from the cycle. Here's the thing about porn. It hijacks our brain's reward system. Our brains are incredibly complex and are wired to seek out rewards that ensure our survival and well-being. Our brains are designed to seek out things that are essential for survival, like food, water, and connection. These activities release dopamine, a neurotransmitter that makes us feel good and reinforces these behaviors. Porn floods our brains with dopamine, the same chemical released during these essential activities. This flood of dopamine creates a powerful feeling of pleasure and reward, similar to what we experience when we eat a delicious meal or connect with loved ones. This dopamine rush tricks our brains into thinking that porn is as important as survival. But it's not. Unlike natural rewards, porn doesn't provide any real benefits to our physical or emotional health. In fact, it can actually be harmful to our mental and emotional well-being. Excessive porn consumption can lead to feelings of guilt, shame, and anxiety, which can negatively impact our overall mental health. Over time, our brains become desensitized to dopamine. This means that the more we consume porn, the less sensitive our brains become to its effects, requiring us to consume even more to achieve the same level of pleasure. This means we need more and more porn to get the same high. This desensitization can also affect our ability to enjoy other activities that once brought us pleasure, such as hobbies, social interactions, and even intimate relationships. This can lead to a vicious cycle of addiction that can be difficult to break free from. The constant need for more stimulation can take a toll on our mental health, relationships, and overall quality of life. Seeking help from a mental health professional can be a crucial step in breaking this cycle and reclaiming control over our lives. Let's talk about the emotional side of things. Porn can really mess with your head. It can make you feel anxious, depressed, and isolated. It can distort your view of sex and relationships. Imagine a world where you're constantly comparing yourself to unrealistic beauty standards. That's what porn does. It can damage your self-esteem and make you feel inadequate. Porn can also lead to problems in your relationships. It can create unrealistic expectations and make it difficult to connect with your partner on a deeper level. Section 5. Breaking free, your journey to freedom. So how do we escape the clutches of this digital temptress? It's a journey, not a race. First step, admit there's a problem. No shame in the game, honey. We've all been there. We need to rewire those neural pathways. Just like training for a marathon, it takes time and effort. But trust me, it's worth it. Remember that dopamine rush we talked about? We need to find healthier ways to trigger it. Exercise, hobbies, connecting with loved ones. These are the real mood boosters. Section 6. Practical tips. Navigating the digital age. Let's get practical. First things first, ditch those triggers. You know the ones. Those late night scrolls, those sneaky website bookmarks. Delete them. Block those websites like your life depends on it. There are apps for that, you know. Think of it as a digital detox. Your brain will thank you for it. Find yourself an accountability buddy. Someone you trust who can support you on this journey. Talk to them. Be honest about your struggles. Remember, you're not alone in this. Section 7. Mindfulness and meditation, finding inner peace. Ever heard of mindfulness? It's like giving your brain a big warm hug. Focus on your breath, your senses. It helps you stay present and resist those pesky urges. Meditation is another game changer. It's like hitting the reset button on your mind. Even 5 minutes a day can make a world of difference. These practices help you become more aware of your thoughts and feelings. You'll start to notice those triggers and cravings before they take over. It's like having a superpower against those digital distractions. Section 8. Building healthy relationships, connecting in the real world. Remember those dopamine hits we talked about? Well, guess what? We can get those from real-life connections too. Spending time with loved ones, building intimacy with a partner. That's the good stuff. Put down the phone and engage with the world around you. Go on dates. Have meaningful conversations. Real-life connections are way more fulfilling than anything you'll find online. Remember, intimacy isn't just about sex. It's about vulnerability, trust, and emotional connection. These are the things that truly make us feel alive. Section 9. Seeking support. You don't have to do this alone. Listen, there's absolutely no shame in asking for help. It takes courage to admit you need support. Think of it as adding a badass therapist to your team. Therapy can provide you with the tools and strategies you need to overcome this addiction. They can help you understand the root causes of your behavior and develop healthier coping mechanisms. Remember, you're not alone in this journey. There are countless resources available to help you break free. Reach out, ask for help, and start living your best life. Section 10. Embracing your journey, relapse, and resilience. Here's the thing about recovery. It's not always linear. There might be bumps in the road, maybe even a few stumbles. But that's okay. What matters is that you get back up and keep going. Don't beat yourself up if you have a relapse. It happens. The important thing is to learn from it and keep moving forward. Each step you take is a victory, no matter how small. Remember, progress over perfection. Celebrate your wins, big or small. You're on an incredible journey of self-discovery and growth. Section 11. Reclaiming your life. A brighter future awaits. Congratulations, my friend. You've made it to the end of this empowering journey. Remember, breaking free from porn addiction is a marathon, not a sprint. Be patient with yourself, celebrate your victories, and never give up hope. Imagine a life where you're in control of your thoughts, feelings, and actions. A life where you're free from the shackles of addiction. That's the future that awaits you. Now go out there and reclaim your life. You've got this.